Hello, it's Nick Dutch back on the camera again one more time. Hi there, how the heck's it going? I'm glad that the video I did called Stones has gone down quite so well. Some of you people would be wondering, what I was trying to say with it, what the message of that particular video was, and indeed why I did it. On that last point, I'm actually not too sure why I did it myself either, apart from the fact it's necessary to have a bit of variety to the channel. Otherwise, it will get a bit boring for everybody because you just have me coming out with really something which approaches hard intellectualism, or is probably as close to hard intellectualism as you can get with essentially an informal YouTube video blogger such as myself. But that video was there predominantly just to make you smile, something different. And anyway, it was Friday the 13th and the world was full of economic paranoia. You probably wanted to have some light relief anyway. But I want to go back to talking about this whole New World Order concept. No, I'm not just trying to troll those who believe in the conspiracy theories. What I want to try and do is put in some reasoned intellectual debate into the subject of a possible or hypothetical global society. I think that there's very few people in the world who could believe for a minute that the society that we're in at the moment cannot be cured with various different problems unless there is some kind of united movement to help out. I mean, we got the global economy, that's got problems. Global warming, whether you accept it or not, I personally accept it as being real, okay? That needs a lot of work done to it. There's the energy crisis and the fact that energy consumption is going to go up tremendously, or the demand for energy is going to go up tremendously over the next 8 years. There's the fact we're running out of oil, okay? There's all these little problems, they're just out there. And they will need unity to be able to deal with them. And the problems I've discussed with you just now, they're just the tips of the iceberg. There's an awful lot of stuff that you and I, as in normal people, are not quite so aware of, but there will be other normal people out there who will be aware of them. And so giving them, as well as yourself, some democratic ability and power would be essential. I don't think that we're in a position at the moment whereby the average individual has all that much in the way of democratic power. And because of that, it's difficult for the individual, or indeed the group of individuals, to feel that their will and their needs are ever going to be met. If you had a truly federal system, then the opinion of all groups and of all nations would have to be taken into account. And democracy would have to flow from the bottom up. Now, one of the benefits of this current financial crisis, the way I see it, is that it's providing a bit of fuel for those who are at the lower end of society and are typically not necessarily given a voice to be able to be heard. The balance of power is slowly moving to another group. It's not just a question of a person is successful, therefore their views count and everybody else's views don't. It's also those who are unsuccessful, who've done the best they can under some limited circumstances, whose opinion also matters as well. And also, what with the growing cracks in the European situation, we can see where the problems are with certain forms of federal setups, and so we can deal with them. With the problems with the American economy, we can see where the problems are with those type of systems. And as a result of that, solutions can be provided. So it's not a question of doing things against people's willpower, it's a question of giving more people the ability to be able to enforce their will upon the world through a democratic system within a structure which allows them to be able to speak and have influence. Okay? And that way, the better ideas will most likely win out. That's essentially what I was talking about. It wasn't a question of enforcing it in like a Nazi Germany kind of like way. It wasn't a question of doing the equivalent of the Soviet Union all over again. No. It was essentially a liberal democratic system, and is therefore much less frightening than you might think.